Before we get started, I wanted to show you how I'm handling the fueling these days and getting rid of lifting these gas cans. This is a transfer pump, a fuel transfer pump that I picked up from Amazon. This is the OMT fuel transfer tank. I don't recommend it. It leaks, it's not dependable. Had problems with the wheels on it, you name it. But for right now, it works great. Let me just demonstrate for you guys. It'll drain a 5-gallon tank rather quickly. You see I've got this little stick on the tube. That's simply to keep the tube from curling at the bottom of the fuel tank. So it's filling right now, and within a couple minutes, all of these will be filled, and I won't have to be dealing with lifting up the 5-gallon containers. Just thought I'd pass that along. All right, let's get to the tractor video. If you enjoy our videos, please give us a thumbs up. That's really, really important to the channel and how YouTube determines if and when and how often our videos are seen. Quick thumbs up, that'd be great. Thank you so much. Thanks for being here. So I'm proud of this tractor. I do love the tractor. This video is not necessarily going to be about the shortcomings of this tractor. This is a 2023 John Deere 2038R. It has a turbocharged engine. It's about 36.5 horsepower or so. I've put a lot of attachments on the tractor. You can see I've got a whole set of bucket hooks on here. I have put 1.5-inch wheel spacers on the front and 3-inch on the back. And of course, I've also got the Curtis Advantage cab. I've got heat in the cab. I've added the front work lights, a dome light, even a little cell phone holder here. I've added the mirrors to the tractor. And I love the cab. The doors are off right now for the summer because I don't have air conditioning in the cab, but it serves its purpose. It sure is nice in the wintertime when I'm plowing snow. I also added the Otis Innovation axle breather. This is, I think, really important and is for $100 or so is a really good investment. On the back wheels, I've got 70-pound weights. Just trying to increase my ballast and make the tractor as safe as possible. Let me show you this, because this is where the derogatory part of my story kind of begins. If you watched our last video, you saw I turned the PTO shaft on the tiller into a pretzel. Yeah, it was my fault. I take full responsibility for it. So it's not often that we break something that we've actually got a video to see exactly how it happened. So again, if you watch our last video where this happened with the PTO shaft, you're going to see exactly what happened. I actually was running 2 different cameras, so I had the incident from 2 different directions. And what happened was the top pin, let me show you. So here you've got the hook on the eye match, which is a quick hitch. That's what Deere calls it, an eye match. This goes into a pin, which is supposed to be right here. There's supposed to be a pin going through a bushing and coming out the other side. And as you saw in that video, this fell out. I am not sure at what point in the job it fell out. And the tiller tipped backwards. I didn't realize it. When you're up in the cab, you really can't see much of the tiller. Plus, I was pulling forward, done tilling, and going to back into the next row to till. And what happened was the scatter guard got caught in dirt, And that's when the PTO turned into a pretzel. I don't have a problem with that. I have a big problem with it, but I see where that happened. Here's my problem. I went to Deere, and I told them what happened, and even brought the supporting videos. So my contention was this. The pins shouldn't have fallen out. Pins are not made to fall out. What Deere said was, hey, pins do fall out. It's part of maintenance. You're supposed to check them each time. Well, if I said I checked it each time, each row that I till, that'd be a lie. I don't. It did fall out. I don't know where. I don't know how. But I was looking for some type of relief from Deere. I mean, as I told them, you guys installed it. You guys installed the pin. I had taken it off in the fall because I got the tractor rather late in the season last year. Put it on this spring. I haven't touched the pin. There's no reason you would ever touch the pin, take it on or off. There just is no reason. And it fell off. Okay, I lost the fight. I get that. But you know what the kick in the pants is? The kick in the pants? $1,200. That's what they're going to charge me for a new PTO shaft. I immediately wanted to just replace the tubing in there. So they priced out, and I think it's not just the top tube. I think it's the whole thing that's slightly bent because I can't separate them right now. So when they priced out the top and the bottom tube, $900. This is the pattern. This is the issue that I have with John Deere. It's price. It's price. It's price. The tractor is fine. Suits my needs fine. I get it, you pay a little bit more for green. You know, I actually had one salesman tell me, because I came from Kubota, hey, you know what, they didn't write any country songs about Kubota. Yeah, I get it. I don't know what they have or not, but it's kind of that pretentious, kind of uppity atmosphere with Deere, and I get it based on the fact that they've been in business over 100 years. Their equipment's fantastic. It's hugely in the ag market. But I think it's led to prices that they've just become unreasonable. You know, speaking of the ag market, you've heard me on this channel talk about farmers. I am pro-farmer. They are the backbone of this country. It's the largest industry that we have in this country. Farmers who purchase million-dollar combines can't work on them. You know why? Well, Deere's being sued right now. Let me just read this to you, and it just gets in my craw. I mean, it really does. So, the lawsuits allege the company monopolized the repair service market for John Deere brand agricultural equipment with onboard central computers known as engine control units, or ECUs. So they get a code, and there is a way that you can tie into the computer in this tractor. As a matter of fact, if you watched our video on the John Deere app, you saw exactly where that is. You can get the ECU codes on your dash or on your John Deere app. It does you a little good because you can't diagnose them. You can't, as you can with a car, you can plug in and start doing diagnostics on it. John Deere says that software is proprietary and they're not releasing it. So can you imagine having $1 million combine and having to, what? It's not running. How do you get it to the dealer? Well, you have it towed, which is over $1,000 one way. I mean, it's just unfair. With me as the consumer, you know, frankly, I'm not smart enough to fix some of those things that you're going to find on the tractors anyhow. I'd like the opportunity to be able to diagnose it. There are some things that I can do. And what I can certainly do is I can differentiate between a critical repair or a repair that can wait. Because anytime you have a critical repair, automatically adds dollar signs to it. I mean, that's with your car, that's with anything. Calling a plumber on a Sunday because it's critical, it's going to cost you a lot more money. Money, money, money. That is the theme of this video and why I would not rebuy this tractor. When I have seen out there, a lot of fellow YouTubers have done videos, TYM, Coyote, and so on and so forth. Now, Kubota is right up there with Deere as far as pricing. In some cases, it's a little bit more. But this is nearly a 40 horsepower tractor. You know, if I went on about the same thing from TYM, I'm going to be about 20% less money. Some instances, it's as much as 25% less money. I get the dealer network. That's huge to me. My dealer, I could literally walk to from here. I've got no problems with my dealer, by the way. I mean, they price relative to the market that John Deere sets. But at some point, I got to ask myself, and you're talking 20, 25% difference in price on a major investment. That's some serious money, at least for me it is, okay? Versus TYM may not have some of the bells and whistles, but honestly, in this size tractor, their cab beats the Curtis cab hands down. I do not believe that you can get a factory cab from Deere for a 2 Series. I may be wrong on that. I don't think I am. I know on the 1 Series and the 2 Series, they predominantly use the Curtis cabs. You know, Curtis cab is a lot less money. It's a great cab. I hate to think what I'd be into this tractor if there was a factory cab available. So again, this has nothing to do with the tractor. I love this tractor. I think the back tires are a little small for this tractor. You go into something comparable like a TYM, you're going to get a bigger frame and more lift capacity. Both Kubota and Deere lack in lift capacity. A lot of people say, and I think I have to agree with, it's probably done purposefully to prevent rollovers and some of the things that can happen when you're lifting more weight and liability to Deere and so on and so forth. I get that. You know, I can live with it. I could take 2 buckets of stone rather than 1 if I needed to. I'm okay with that. But I am not a rich guy. And for me to pay 20 or 25% more for something that I cannot say is inferior, I can't. As a matter of fact, my nephew owns a TYM dealership, okay? I went from Kubota, it was a 2380, I wanted a backhoe, so I went to the 1025R, and he was not interested in the trade. I probably should have just sold it outright and probably had just gone right to TYM. I'd probably be very happy and a lot less investment as well. No disrespect meant to any Deere owners. No disrespect meant to Deere. You guys have been in business a long time before I got here. I get that. But as just an average working guy, when it comes time to upgrade or whatever, I'm going to look elsewhere very, very hard before I go down to my John Deere dealer. And you know, I'm sorry to say that. I got Deere stuff all over this barn. I got a Deere lawn tractor. Everything I have in here is Deere. I'm wearing a Deere hat, for crying out loud. I still love the tractor, but not for me, not again. I hope you enjoyed this video, and God bless you all, and we'll see you next time on Tractors in Life.